Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 2 of my Homeless Decorator Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And I will have a link to my goals in the description down below. And they are back at home. I thought I would take them fishing before she had to go to work to see if we could catch any plants and help our little Colin with his scout badge. But it's too cold, so it's gotten cold. It wasn't this cold when they landed in here yesterday evening, but now it's freezing out. So we may have to head back to the bar. But what I did notice is that the lemon trees that are right by their lot are ready to harvest, so we can harvest them and give our Colin something to eat. And I might scope out and see if the sage is ready and stuff like that. And we will plant that too, so that we have food. Not so much, of course, it's going to take a while, but luckily the lemon trees will probably be ready again tomorrow, hopefully. So let's have her. I was going to have her catch fish, but then it was too cold. So where did I see this lemon tree? I know I just saw it here, and it was really, there it is. So we're going to have her come and harvest those lemons. And here's the fishing spot right by their lot where it says, "Go fishing. Cannot fish in such extreme cold." And they do have their winter clothes on at least. And I think if worse comes to worse, I can just buy them so they won't freeze type of trait, because they do have enough points for that. And that is nothing, just something floating in another fishing spot, which I assume is also too cold. But look, here's some sage, so we're gonna harvest that. And I would have thought there was more, but hopefully that's a good starting point, if nothing else. And I mean, there's dig sites, but I'm not trying to make money from these. I'm just trying to get enough so we can have something to eat. That's all I'm trying to do. So, well, that's a start. That is a start. I thought there was more in the neighborhood. There was an apple tree, but apple trees are completely out of season, so we can't get anything from that. And it's New Year's Eve, so like I said in the last part, we're going to try and, hopefully she's successful with her gig so that we can buy like the decoration box and a gift thing, and then they can, use it if it's something, and enough for a door at a minimum. So let's bring her back here. So she is here and she's collected that. So let's take a look. She got 4 lemons, and so we'll give him a lemon, and 5 sage. We'll give him a sage, and then we'll let him eat both of those. There you go. Oh, he has these too. Can we add that to our wardrobe? No. Oh, well. He has a head start, and I must have given it to him when he became a child. So let us go home and wait for this phone call. Is she going home? Okay, maybe I canceled it. So go back to our home lot. And there's our lemon tree, which will give us lemons hopefully every day. But while we're at it, why don't we have her plant 1 lemon today and a sage. And we may as well stick her over onto the freelance, the botanist aspiration, and let her hopefully... Oh, it's too cold to plant. Really? Okay, well, we can't plant them, so we may as well just put them in our inventory. And honestly, let's just give them to him. So there we go. It isn't sheltered. We will have a sheltered area whenever we get our roof, which I could put up right now without the door. And then when she gets enough money, maybe we'll do that before she goes. So he's not left with nothing. Let's go into build mode and buy them the roof that they can use later. And there we go. This is obviously not going to be their forever home, but it's going to be what they have to use to start with. And then we're also going to extend, because they can't get inside yet. They don't have any money for a door. So I'm going to use the shift key and extend that out that way too. So there we go. And honestly, while we're in build mode, let's take this flat square and we're going to put the walls down, and we'll just stick this right here because it's free also, so that they actually have some flooring when they get a door to get inside. And can I put any wall covering on here? Let's no, it's saying I need some money to be able to paint it. So now that we've done that, will it let us plant it? Now that we have a sheltered area, will it recognize that? So let's see. Yes. So because it's sheltered, we can plant it. So hopefully that did enough for Colin. He hasn't eaten it yet. So let's have him eat his lemon. I mustn't have told him to do it. And eat his sage. And then we can at least put this out in the world. So where did it go? It seemed to have disappeared. Maybe hopefully it'll be there when we come back, or else he's gonna have to wait until we have enough money to buy him one. Because that was a bit odd. You're still on that aspiration, so can't water it. So, okay, so she should be getting the call pretty soon. And we may as well start this gathering so they can maybe gain some more points. And you know what? Why don't we just, share the New Year's Eve spirit? And I guess they could both do their resolutions while we're here. So we're going, well, we'll do it when we come home. There's no real need. There's no real benefit of doing that. And discuss favorite authors, I suppose. And they're just gonna chat and be friendly until she gets the call to go to work. So here we have the pop-up for her to go to work. So we're gonna say let's go to work, of course, and not send her alone, and I'll be back when she gets there. So she's here, but before we go, it says here, taking before and after photos to document your work as an interior decorator is important, and learn how to take control and get that perfect shot in taking photos lesson under Dream Home Decorator. So you can go into lessons if you haven't done this very much before, and then go under Dream Home Decorator and say, show this taking the perfect decorator picture. And there's 4 pages. So it essentially tells you some information, and it says taking photos is a little different when your sim is on the job. You can take before and after photos from a phone or a camera. You can click on the ground where you want to take the picture, and once you're looking through the viewfinder, it's time to get that perfect shot. It's telling you here the keys you can use, which I use all the time when I'm in tab mode. So WASD keys move forward, left, backward, and right. Q and E move it up and down. The scroll wheel zooms in and out, and left click to switch control between moving the mouse and the camera. And then this says that the photos will go into your Sims inventory, which is where I said that we would sell the photos, give them the money, just like you would with a normal photo. And then these are your photos to do with what you want, and the memory card in your Sims inventory saves the photos for the client. I find they only save them for the current gig. When you go on to the next gig, they're gone. And you can view and manage client copies from the memory card or a computer, which I have never tried because one of the Sims I was playing with didn't really have very much money, so she didn't have a computer, and I never tried with the other one. And if you ever lose the memory card, a new one will be given to your Sim at the start of a gig. So there's the lessons that you get with taking photos, which I hadn't looked at before, but I thought may as well take a look at it and show how that lesson was. So we're going to go knock on the door. And I think I don't know what that is. I guess that's something from her gig. So we had a room renovation because I figured it was a little bit presumptuous to go do a level renovation when she hadn't done a gig yet at all, even though she's level 3. So let's come here and do a cheerful introduction to the client. And so she's outgoing, neat, and materialistic. So that's one person in the house. And I saw I assume her husband. Oh, we know him, but we're not we can try and calm his emotions. She has some whims here. I've been pinning her whims. Either she wants to read. Well, we can probably do that because, little tip, there's some food. So we will have to take a picture. So we're gonna thank for opportunity, and we're gonna try and take a picture with him to get our photo, our friendship up. We don't have to with Melee. There. So hopefully we can get that, and then we're gonna So it's just a room, so we can pick whichever room we want. And of course, because we're taking pictures, we can't do anything. We have to wait. Oh no, we can go up. I thought it was grayed out, but it was just obviously the build mode, because the build mode comes unlocked once we go, you know, once you send the clients away. A little bit of glitch with something in front of them, but there we go. We got our pictures. Okay, so if we pull up the work tab, it'll show you these, and we have 3 likes that we can get, which of course can be anything. Can be colors, it can be hobbies, and it can be their design. But the other way I do it is I just actually get to know the client with asking their likes and dislikes, and to keep those in mind too. So I guess I'm not that familiar with them. I would have thought that they thought they had a child, but someone else living here. But I'm only seeing 2, so we're gonna stick with these 2, and let's come here and go in. Before I'm going to go into trying to learn them from the gig perspective, we're just going to see what we can learn about them. So we'll ask about taste in decor. And then I will just make a note. We can ask him about his taste in decor, and we found out that she dislikes mid-century decor. So let's check this, see what we get from him. He likes modern decor. With Melee, I couldn't find the option to ask for her favorite colors or her hobbies, but sometimes I find it takes a little bit of time. So we got the taste of decor, which I don't ever find we get anything else for that. And I think we're going to move right into Interior Decorator, asked to see inspirations.
A rainbow.
We'll do one more final at the end once we get these like official ones from the client. See if we can see any options for colors or even hobbies. I don't find the hobbies are necessarily that useful, to be quite honest, but sometimes that gives me an idea of what I might do with the design. So he likes fitness. Or someone likes fitness. I don't know that it's necessarily the one that you talk to who likes it, but in this case. So, yes, because she's not the one who likes modern decor. He's the one who likes modern decor, but it came up when we interviewed her. So it really doesn't matter who you actually ask. It's just going to be things from the family. It's because, yeah, he definitely likes modern, unless she likes modern too. But I find once I ask them one time, I don't get anything else from them with respect to like taste and decor. And I know I asked one similar color and they told me what they liked and didn't like all at the same time. So let me know if you've done that, if you notice the same thing or if it's different. And so there you go. There's that mid-century decor that we already knew she did not like. So let's check. So you can suggest a different decor style. I'm thinking it's a little bit soon for her to be doing that since she's just brand new, brand spanking new on the job. But we will definitely try that another time. So, okay. So I think we don't know anything else because I'm not seeing any other options. We'll check with him to see if there is any option to ask anything else other than taste in decor. And I would have thought it was ask, so I would have thought that it would have already come up, but we'll keep looking just in case it's like says something else that's not here. That doesn't start with an A since it's alphabetical. But I'm not seeing anything, just the same stuff. Okay, so we're just going to send them away because we're not going to do anything else. And then we're just going to, we're just going to figure out which room we want to decorate. We don't have a very big budget, so maybe their bedroom up here would be a good one. This looks like it's their bedroom, so perhaps we'll just do this room. So we're going to come here. And we're going to take a before photo and take some before photos. And then we'll come over here and see if we can see what we get from this direction. We only need to take 3. We got our 3 before photos. And obviously, like they say, getting to know the client is optional. But if you don't get to know the client, then it's going to be kind of hard to do well with that. So you can also like zoom like this to get like, you know, a fisheye view. And I probably should take bigger pictures. There we go. And then we'll take one at the normal. And we'll probably go back here and do one more. Take before photo where we're going to do the fisheye view over here too. And try and remember to use the bigger ones. Which you couldn't normally do with a phone camera, but you can here for the job. So there we go. There's that. And that. So I think we have enough before photos. I'm going to pause and we're going to go into build mode and we're going to just do the renovation. Obviously, we're going to have to keep in mind their likes. We didn't learn anything else over and above what we learned here when we interviewed them individually beforehand. And then our budget isn't very high. So let's go into build mode. The other thing I like to sometimes do with going into build mode is to take a picture top down just for like the fun of seeing what it looks like beforehand. And so for the first one, I'll show a little bit more. So he likes modern decor. So you can click on this and it'll bring them all up. But honestly, I usually will just filter it myself because this brings you everything up. So I want to just look at the beds, which is fine at the moment. But if I decide, so we have, so this is 3,700 and which is this 2,888. So why don't we get rid of their bed and get them a new bed? And maybe we'll go with like a, I was going to say a blue theme. What color does this come in? Does this come in with something blue? It does. Okay. We're not really going to make that much. We don't have that big of a budget. So we have 355 left. So let's look for desks and see if we maybe want to change their desk out. But the other thing I do is I will also filter, and the reason I'm not going to use it from here because it's going to pull everything out and I want to see what's in this category specifically. So I'm going to go under styles, mid-century. So those are the desks that are there under mid-century. And then if we're going to, yeah, so there is some duplication there. So that's something you got to watch for because those two categories are kind of similar. So if you were to grab something from the modern category, but it also was in the mid-century, they may not like that. So I'm going to do the build. I'll show you what it looks like and I'll be back. So we're done. Hopefully they like it well enough. Didn't have a big budget. And we're going to take an after photo. Now, even though the walls are down, they'll go up when we take the photo. So let's hit play so we can get these photos. And then over here, go here, take after photo. I don't think that was where she was standing. So let's actually try taking after photo from there, because you can see better the room, which I thought we could see the first time. And then let's actually zoom in. Doesn't really matter, to be honest, what the before photo. If you forget to take like a certain angle, someone suggested like taking a picture of the roof, and I've done that. Doesn't make any difference. I have done that. So let's come here and see if she's gonna get paid, because if she doesn't, we may have to do something about that. This one is zoomed and I end up doing more zooms, so we'll do the zoomed pictures instead. And then this was one of the desks, which is this. Seems more zoomed than that. So I think we need to go take one that's... Okay, so let's try this again. Let's try taking another after photo and be less zoomed. Like I said, it only really matters. We didn't get one of that view because, of course, there was nothing there. There. Now, it won't remember what you did already, so you have to, like, if you had done a lot, you have to kind of redo it again. So we're going to manage. So there is the before, and that's close enough for the after. There's the after. I guess I was going to have to do for that one. And did we get one this way of, like, the dresser? That's kind of close-ish to that. And we have one here. That's kind of that. So we're going to just call it even with those photos. And she's going to go and call the clients to the what. So let's follow her. And let's hope that they are happy enough that we get paid. Because she's not going to do very well if she doesn't get paid. They'll be eating a lot of... They won't have a very successful New Year's Eve. Because they won't be able to do any of their... much of their stuff. Though I suppose they can do some of it. So we're going to say yes. And there they are. And it's raining. And we're going to reveal the renovations to the client. I usually spend a lot more time doing it than I did here, but they didn't have a very big budget. So I didn't have very much to work with, and their room was pretty bare, so they didn't have actually extra that you could get. I mean, if I'd done the kitchen, they have like that stove, I think is pretty expensive, but the bed I chose them was more expensive than the bed they had, so that really... Yeah, they really had a pretty bare room, I have to say. Nothing too expensive. Even the curtains, I was like, they were cheaper than the curtains that were considered modern. And I definitely had to watch out for the modern versus the mid-century because there was some more overlap while I was doing it. So we shall see. Okay, and we're going to show off objects. So we're going to check this out, check this out, check this out. Oh, they're walking over the they're walking over the existent wall. I don't know, we have a couple of check this out on the rug. I'm not sure. She thinks the clients have a nice reaction. So we got a mirror here, which you didn't have before. Yeah, they really had a pretty barren house. They didn't really have very much. Maybe this wasn't the best room to choose because it had so little in it. So let's check out the chat with them. Why don't we gossip? Because we need to do that. Well, I don't know if it'll even count for the holiday. And offer gratitude to Melee. She's got a thumbs up, so that's a good thing. A heartfelt compliment. No, she doesn't like the mirror. Oh, I thought I looked. Maybe I didn't look at that category. Oops. I tried. I think if we have a mid-century modern and a modern, we will try and change their mind next time for sure. How about this? Check this out. Check that out. Let's go back. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. It's actually the reveal that we're trying to go with. See, I completely ignored the fitness because there was no money to do anything to do with that. Because if I had been thinking about it, I could have got them, like, a punching bag because that's pretty cheap. So let's ask for a final verdict. I know she didn't like something, so I'm a little bit nervous about this. Oh, she did like it. Okay, she was the one I was nervous about. So let's hope he likes it. Since he was the one who liked modern and wasn't the one who had an issue with mid-century from what I could gather. Well, that's good. Looks like she's going to get paid. Which is very good. Because they definitely need some money. So they can get into their little shelter and we can actually put some wall covering that's free. So she made $648 and her professional reputation improved significantly. Yay for that. So we're going to take her home and I'll be back when she gets there. Look at all the snow that's here now. That's not so good. So let's try and get them a door. And maybe some wall coverings. Let's go into build mode. This is going to be a bit awkward. So let's grab them a cheap door. The cheapest... I was going to say the cheapest door possible. They're all 50. So that's not. The ones I was looking at were 50. So we're just going to get them a glass door so they get some light inside. There. And then we're going to just get some free wall coverings. Why don't we get them in red since they like red? No flooring though. And then because it's the holiday, let's go into... activities and skills and recreation, and we will buy them a pile of presents so they can open a present. We will get them the attic stack decoration box there, and then we have a little bit of money, so we'll get them something to sit on. So this is $195 versus $150. One's not going to work very well if they both need to nap, but I don't think the couch is going to help anymore. So let's go under appliances. And they can get a really cheap fridge. We won't actually buy anything else right now. We're going to leave it at that. Because they may, who knows what they're going to get as a present. Possibly nothing. So she may as well put up the decorations. And then she could rummage because that didn't even seem to count. So maybe she'll get a light. Okay, try and add presents. So that's not in a good location. Oh, I have it facing the wrong way. Okay, now try and rummage, my dear. And then why don't you make a resolution get promoted seems like a good one, since that's definitely a goal of ours. So we'll have get promoted. And speaking of getting promoted, let's book her gig for tomorrow already. And now we have another level renovation, and that budget's a lot more. So, but they have a really big house. So I think we're going to stick with something smaller. So we're going to go to the Betas, and they don't have a very big budget, but we're going to try and do a room renovation for them. And we'll worry about that, obviously, tomorrow. Oh, good. We got some lights. That's always good. And she needs to do party spirit. So we're just going to hang around till her brother comes home, and then I'll be back. Actually, she can check for gifts. So we're going to have her check for New Year's Eve gifts and see if she get anything. That's going to help her in her quest. And there's her brother. I don't know what she got. We don't know yet. So you should change into your probably a cold weather outfit. And then you can make a resolution, I should say. You probably could easily do aspiration milestone pretty easily. So you're going to do that and see there his things. Well, they reset because I didn't actually have them pinned, but you know. So we're going to start a gathering, and then we'll let them open their presents before we end this part. We're going to add a present, and then we're going to open presents with your sister. And there you go. Oh, she got a picture. And what did he get? Oh, we got a TV! Yay! Something useful. The picture would be useful if I was going to let her sell it. But, oh, we got a light. We'll put that there. And we now have a light. And this was what she got. She got that for joining the career because she started at level 3, I think. She unlocked at level 2, so she got it then. She has a couple of lights. And one other thing we're going to do is I said she could sell her pictures. So we're going to go into her inventory. Oh, it's back in it's in her inventory, the scouting badge board. So we're going to put it outside because we don't want it in here. And we are going to multi-select and sell the pictures. So we got 137 simoleons from selling those pictures, which isn't much, but is probably enough to get a little fridge. And maybe we'll turn this angled here. We will put the light here. I wonder, how much is this again? I wonder if we can get a fridge and a there. And we will just put this in their family inventory because it's kind of in the way. We can stick this out here right now. Normally I would sell it and make money, but I'm trying not to make money from stuff like that. So we're going to just stick this in their family inventory for now too. And we will get them a fridge because it's really hard to get food for him when we go out. There. So we have a fridge. And they have a place to sleep, they have TV to watch, and I had commented that if you go under storage and the bookcase, there, let's actually sell this temporarily. This is 0, so we can have books for nothing. So we're gonna go buy the fridge back again, but it didn't let you get it when you have no money. You need to have the money. It didn't look like it was letting me get it. So we're going to buy this fridge back and put it there. So we have a bookcase with a little bit of, basic books on it. No money for buying skill books, but when we have a TV, which we can learn a few skills from, so they have a very basic start. We're going to leave this part here. Do comment whether or not we should change the lot type to a micro lot. Leave a like if you like the video. It really helps with the algorithms. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!